So here to share more with you is a person that needs no introduction. He is a successful businessman, community leader, and in addition to being the chairman of the Arab American Civil Rights League, he co-chairs Bridges with U.S. Attorney Don Eisen, a partnership between federal law enforcement agencies and leaders in the Arab American and Middle Eastern communities in the Metro Detroit region. Now please join me in welcoming Mr. Nasser Beydoun.
Thank you, Alex. Welcome to Michigan. Alex, do you know what the definition of an Armenian is? A person that can buy from an Arab and sell to a Jew and still make a profit. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse our hiccups. You know, everybody's a little rusty after COVID, and we've been out for 2 years. Nobody's used to gathering anymore. And we just want to apologize for any misunderstandings or seating issues in advance. But ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, friends, good evening and welcome. I welcome you to the 10th annual Fight for Justice Gala Dinner. It's great to see our friends and colleagues after this dreadful COVID experience. Being able to gather, hug, and laugh together is a much needed reprieve from the last 2 years. If we learned anything from this, it is that human interaction is a fundamental part of our humanity. As humans, we need each other. I would like to recognize and thank our board of directors for their support and dedication to the ACRL. I ask them to please stand and be recognized. Can I have the board please stand up? Let's give them a big round of applause. And I want to also acknowledge the hard work of the dinner committee. Unfortunately, our dinner chair, Muna Fadlallah, couldn't be with us tonight because she's home with COVID. We wish her a speedy recovery. This dinner would not be possible with the support of our sponsors and the support of the community. Thank you for your generous support. Let's give them a big round of applause. I would like to welcome and congratulate our awardees this evening. We will hear about them and from them later. Let's give them a warm welcome. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge our new executive director, Maryam Shrara. Maryam has a long history with the ACRL and a passion for civil rights. She was also our first intern. In the short time she's been here and in charge of the organization, she's been a real dynamo. She took the reins and has not looked back. Thank you, Maryam. Working with the board and the community, she will help ACRL continue to grow and serve this community. Maryam, welcome, and we're honored to have you as part of our team. As for our previous executive director, Ms. Lahon, she is such a vital and inseparable part of ACRL that the board asked her to stay on as a board member. She just grew too big for us. During her role, she has attributed the utmost professionalism and compassion. Rula, thank you. I wish you paramount success in all your endeavors. My friends, we have a great program in store for you this evening. It's been almost 3 years since we held the last banquet. At the last banquet, my good friend Sheriff Benny Napoleon stood on this stage and introduced our next governor, Gretchen Whitmer. In 2020, we lost Benny. His loss left a gaping void. I want to remember and honor Benny with a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Great ones might be gone, but they are never forgotten. Benny, for us, was a ladder that helped many in this community climb. He, like CEO Ward Evans, and others helped lay the groundwork for which we celebrate here tonight. And boy, do we have a lot to celebrate. Our community has come a long way. 20 years ago, we were outside of the political tent looking in. Today, not only are we in the tent, but we are helping to build a bigger tent. With our partners in the African American community and the greater community, we have achieved what in 20 or even 10 years ago was thought to be impossible. Tonight, we celebrate many historical firsts. Many of the elected officials, judges, public sector employees have made this community proud. We are proud of former ACRL board member Rashida Tlaib, who made history as the first Muslim Palestinian congresswoman. Tuesday, I was at an event with CEO Warren Evans, and the chief gave an overview how Wayne County went from junk bond status to A-rated and has run budget surpluses for the last 7 years. His staff includes Asad Turfi, Chief of Staff, and he works with a great county commission that include 2 Arab Americans and Al Haidus and our own board member Sam Beydoun. And they all played an integral role in helping the CEO achieve the goal and make Wayne County one of the best counties in the state. And that's something that our community helped do. Our community ranks include state representatives, school board members, local commission members, and party leaders. Our own Fadwa Hammoud, the first Muslim state solicitor general in the United States. Last October, she was the first Muslim woman to argue a case in front of the Supreme Court. Our community has ingrained itself into the very fiber of this great state in all fields: business, medical, education, political, civil society, labor, government, and law enforcement. Today, we are stronger than we have ever been. Southeast Michigan elected 4 Arab American mayors that we honor tonight. Hamtramck elected an all-Muslim city council. Many of them are here tonight. Let's give them a big round of applause. And the city council presidents of both Dearborn and Dearborn Heights are part of our community. The last presidential election, we played a decisive role in the election's outcome. Last week, we had the honor, with some people in this room, of meeting with Secretary of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas. And yesterday, Gary Peters announced the creation of a Detroit-based U.S. Customs and Border Patrol community relations position within the Department of Homeland Security that will be dedicated to building trust and working with Michigan's Arab and Muslim communities, as well as others impacted communities. This community has met with 4 Secretaries of Homeland Security. And last Secretary of Homeland Security wouldn't allow me and Osama even in the room. And Nabi almost got into a fist fight with him. So I think we're very proud of what the Secretary did and how quickly he did it. And we want to thank him and Senator Peters for that. But this is only the start. Our goals should be to elect the next Attorney General. Fadwa Hammoud's name comes to mind. I think she'll be a great Attorney General. The future governor, the future U.S. Senator. I'm hopefully optimistic this community is on the rise, and the sky is the limit. And the role ACRL plays is critical to the success. To paraphrase the great Lebanese immigrant Khalil Gibran, who said the following of immigrants from the Arab world: I believe that you are contributors to this new civilization. I believe that you have inherited from your ancestors an ancient dream, a song, a prophecy, which you can proudly lay as a gift of gratitude upon the lap of America. I believe you can say to the founders of this great nation, here I am, a youth, a young tree, whose roots were plucked from the hills of Lebanon, yet I am deeply rooted here, and I would be fruitful. I believe that you can say to Emerson, Whitman, and James, in my veins runs the blood of poets and wise men of old, and it is my desire to come to you and receive, but I shall not come with empty hands. I believe that even as your ancestors came to this land to produce riches, you were born here to produce riches by intelligence and by labor. And I believe that it is in you to be good citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, thank you, and enjoy the rest of the evening.